a small nation tucked deep within the vast tropical rainforests of Africa, Gabon. A place where elephants casually stroll along pristine beaches and mysterious little people live hidden beneath the thick jungle canopy as if straight out of a fairy tale. But don't be fooled by its quiet appearance. Gabon is one of the strangest and most eccentric lands on Earth. Every hidden corner holds a truth that will leave you speechless. And by the end of this video, Phoenix has a challenge for you. Do you have the courage to set foot in Gabon after uncovering all the secrets we're about to reveal? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're someone who craves adventures to forgotten places, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another journey with Phoenix. Now get ready to uncover 10 bizarre and unbelievable truths about Gabon. A place the world may have turned its back on, but Phoenix never will. 1. Gabon, the country draped in Africa's most mysterious cloak. When viewed from above on a map, Gabon appears like a soft cloak gently draped across the heart of Central Africa. Its gently curved coastline facing the Atlantic resembles a collar, while the thicker inland region expands like the body of a coat covering vast rainforests, giving the impression of an explorer's cloak laid out in the middle of the jungle. This geographic coincidence isn't just a fun cartographic detail. It unintentionally mirrors the spirit and essence of the nation, mysterious, enveloping, and wildly untamed. It's as if Gabon hides countless secrets beneath this cloak, from sacred religious rituals involving the mystical iboga plant to pristine beaches where elephants and hippos roam freely as though they own the land. Locals even believe that the shape of their country is a divine gift, a sacred cloak protecting the wildlife and ancient culture rooted deep within this land. That's perhaps why Gabon doesn't fully open its arms to the world. Instead, it chooses to remain quiet, wrapped in a veil of privacy and mystique. You may have heard of countries shaped like boots, seahorses, or hearts. But Gabon, with the silhouette of an enigmatic cloak, stands out as one of the most uniquely and sensually shaped nations on Earth. And who knows? You just might be the next one to wear this mystical cloak and embark on a journey to uncover its secrets. 2. Where you can see elephants and hippos. Strolling along the beach. Think elephants only live deep in the jungle and hippos belong in muddy inland swamps? Think again. Because in Gabon, you can actually witness African forest elephants and giant hippos casually walking along the beach, bathed in golden sunset light and accompanied by the soothing rhythm of ocean waves. At Luango National Park, one of the wildest and most breathtaking destinations on the planet, nature obeys no rules. This is one of the rare places in the world where large animals like elephants, buffaloes, leopards, and even hippos live freely in their natural habitats and have direct access to the ocean. The sight of elephant herds leaving footprints in the sand, slowly making their way to the shoreline to drink, or simply admiring the sunset is nothing short of magical. A moment that feels beyond the bounds of reality. Wildlife photographers from across the globe have journeyed here just for the chance to capture this surreal moment. A massive hippo lounging on the sand like a beach tourist, or a baby elephant playfully chasing the waves with joyful trumpets. Luango is like a world where the jungle and the ocean merge into one. And once again, Gabon proves itself to be far from ordinary. It's a one-of-a-kind natural stage where the rules of ecology are flipped upside down, and the bizarre becomes the norm. 3. The Kingdom of the Little People. Hidden deep within the densest jungles of Gabon lies the mysterious presence of the pygmy people, indigenous inhabitants with an average height of just around 1.40 meters, often referred to as the tiny people of the African rainforest. While the modern world rushes toward skyscrapers and cutting-edge technology, a miniature kingdom still exists in Gabon, wild, pure, and virtually unchanged for thousands of years. The pygmies live in complete harmony with nature. They have no solid houses, no electricity, no running water. Instead, they build simple huts from palm leaves, rely on hunting and gathering, and migrate with the seasons. What makes them remarkable is not only their small stature, but also their extraordinary knowledge of the jungle, medicinal herbs, navigation skills, and their unique languages. Local Gabonese folklore tells that the pygmies are spirits of the forest, guardians who can speak to animals and understand the language of the trees. Despite being gradually pushed into remote areas due to deforestation and urban development, they have preserved their ancient lifestyle, as if time itself has forgotten them. Encountering a pygmy community in Gabon doesn't feel like tourism. It feels like stepping into a living fairy tale where the little people truly exist, not just in stories or legends, but as a vivid, real part of our planet. 4. Bwiti religion. A spiritual ritual with the sacred iboga tree. Hidden within the misty rainforests of Gabon lies a mystical indigenous religion known as Bwiti, where life, death, and the soul are believed to be connected through a plant. That plant is iboga, a small, unassuming shrub revered by the local people as a sacred entity with the power to open the gateway to the spirit world. Iboga is no ordinary plant. Its roots contain a potent psychoactive compound that induces profound hallucinations. But in the Bwiti faith, it is not considered a drug. Instead, it's seen as a spiritual key, a tool for soul travel. During rituals that can last several days and nights, participants consume iboga roots, dance around campfires, listen to rhythmic drumming, and fall into trance-like states where they are said to encounter ancestors, witness the past, and sometimes even glimpse the future. What's remarkable is that this ritual isn't exclusive to locals. Many Westerners, from artists and scientists to recovering addicts, have traveled to Gabon seeking this soul journey, believing that iboga can cleanse the mind, heal deep emotional wounds, and help them be reborn as new individuals. The Gabonese government recognizes iboga as a sacred national heritage and strictly regulates its use, allowing it only in official religious ceremonies. While the rest of the world debates whether to ban or legalize hallucinogenic plants. In Gabon, iboga is placed upon an altar, a spiritual symbol deeply intertwined with cultural identity and ancestral wisdom. With the Bwiti religion and the sacred iboga tree, Gabon is more than a land of wild nature. It is a gateway between humanity and the invisible universe, a realm modern science has yet to fully understand. 5. Women of Gabon. Strong, mysterious, and fearlessly proud. Women in Gabon aren't just beautiful. They radiate a rare aura, a fusion of the wild soul of the African jungle and the bold confidence of modern womanhood. In a society still deeply rooted in tradition, what truly surprises many is the powerful and respected role that women play within both family and community. In Gabon, women are not confined to the role of housewives, as is common in many cultures. They manage household finances, lead trade in bustling markets, and hold decisive power in marital and family matters. A Gabonese woman can confidently refuse a wedding if she feels the man does not show enough respect, a right that remains uncommon in many African societies. Beyond the social sphere, women are also the spiritual core of many traditional ceremonies, especially in the Bwiti religion. They are the keepers of ancient rites, the caretakers of ancestral altars, and the ones who pass down spiritual knowledge through generations. They may not be loud, but they possess a unique form of soft power, like a massive tree trunk hidden beneath the dense canopy of Gabon's rainforest. In terms of appearance, Gabonese women stand out with their smooth brown skin, natural curly hair, and vibrant clothing. They don't chase Western beauty standards. Instead, they embrace their distinct African identity, strong, sensual, and unapologetically proud. In every glance and every stride, they seem to say, "I am part of this jungle, and I don't need to be like anyone else." So, what surprised you the most about the women of Gabon? Is it their spiritual power, their fearless independence, or the way they redefine beauty on their own terms? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're curious to know which part made you go, "Wait, what?" And if you think this is fascinating, wait until you see what comes next. The women of Gabon are just the beginning. 6. A wedding ceremony, steeped in mystical rituals. In Gabon, a wedding is far more than just a celebration of love between two individuals. It is a sacred ceremony that unites two families, deeply infused with spiritual significance and ancient tradition. These ceremonies can last for several days and are filled with symbolic rituals at every stage. It all begins with the engagement ceremony, where the groom's family brings offerings, money, food, fabrics, and more, to negotiate with the bride's family. Each gift carries symbolic meaning, and the negotiations can last for hours, or even be rejected if the bride's family feels the gesture lacks sincerity. Before the wedding, the bride undergoes a purification ritual, a ceremonial bath with forest herbs believed to wash away old energies. She is then dressed in traditional garments, her face covered with a veil, and she is not allowed to see the groom until the most sacred moment arrives. The wedding itself is held amidst the rhythm of drums, traditional dances, and ancestral prayers, creating an atmosphere that is both sacred and celebratory. Unique rituals include jumping over hot embers to prove courage or tying symbolic cords around the couple's wrists to represent eternal unity. Marriage in Gabon is not just a union. It is a vow made to the ancestors, the sacred forest, and the community. Each wedding is a spiritual journey where love is tested, witnessed, and sanctified by the mystical soul of the land. 7. Gabon's must-visit destinations. Untouched natural beauty like nowhere else. Gabon isn't your typical tourist hotspot, but that's exactly what makes it so uniquely alluring. Tucked away between dense forests and the Atlantic Ocean, this country offers wild, unspoiled nature that hasn't been commercialized. A true paradise for explorers, adventurers, and lovers of raw beauty. The crown jewel is Loango National Park, where you can witness one of the world's rarest scenes: elephants, hippos, and buffaloes strolling along the beach. It's one of the few places on Earth where the rainforest meets the sea, creating a magical intersection of two natural worlds. Next is Ivindo National Park, home to the majestic Kongu Falls, often dubbed the Niagara of Africa. Spanning hundreds of meters across and hidden deep in dense jungle, this waterfall stuns with both its scale and its pristine ecosystem. The park is a sanctuary for chimpanzees, gorillas, and hundreds of rare bird species, offering a glimpse into nature almost untouched by humans. For cultural exploration, Lambaréné is a must-visit. This town is the birthplace of Nobel Peace Prize laureate Dr. Albert Schweitzer. His former hospital now serves as a historical museum, rich with humanitarian legacy and a unique blend of East and West influences in the heart of Africa. And, of course, Libreville, the coastal capital, is a peaceful stop with long, sandy beaches, delicious local cuisine, and a laid-back way of life. Gabon doesn't promise luxury shopping malls or five-star resorts, but what it does offer is something far more precious: an authentic African experience where you can touch the wild, untouched soul of nature and stand in silent awe before a beauty that remains truly unspoiled. 8. Gabon's most fascinating festival, when the soul of the rainforest beats with the drums. If there's ever a time to visit Gabon, it's during the Bwiti festival season, one of the most profound and unique traditional ceremonies in all of Africa. More than just a celebration, this is a spiritual journey that lasts for several nights, where people, ancestors, and the spirit world merge into one through the echoing rhythms of jungle drums. The Bwiti festival is typically held on special occasions such as coming-of-age rites, weddings, or ancestral commemorations. At its core lies the sacred ritual involving iboga root, revered as a spirit tree that helps participants connect with the universe and explore the depths of their own consciousness. During the festival, people gather around roaring campfires, dressed in vibrant traditional garments, their faces painted with charcoal and red earth. They dance in trance-like states as music pulses through the forest. Drums, flutes, and chants create an atmosphere that feels otherworldly. Those who take part in the iboga ritual are guided by healers or spiritual elders, embarking on an inner voyage through darkness and toward spiritual rebirth. What makes the Bwiti festival truly special is that it's not a performance for tourists, but a deeply sacred indigenous ceremony. If you're fortunate enough to witness it, you won't just see it. You'll feel it with every sense. The scent of burning wood, the hypnotic beat of the drums, the wild and primal dancing, and the solemn, glowing eyes of the Gabonese people, as if they're in communion with the invisible world. The Bwiti festival is more than an event. It is the heart of Gabon, a living testament to a rich, powerful, and mesmerizing culture rooted in the depths of Central Africa's rainforests. 9. Gabon's diverse cuisine, where the forest, the sea, and tradition become one. Gabonese cuisine is a harmonious blend of the wild spirit of the rainforest, the bounty of the sea, and the ancient culinary heritage of its indigenous people. This isn't a land of refined European dishes or a paradise for fast food lovers, but what it offers is rich, authentic, and deeply rooted in African identity. One of the most popular traditional dishes is poulet nyembwe, chicken cooked in a thick, rich red palm nut sauce. Not only is it fragrant and flavorful, but it also carries cultural meaning, often served during major celebrations. The palm nuts are pressed to extract an oily, earthy sauce that is both rustic and irresistibly delicious. Freshwater fish, ocean fish, and seafood also play a central role in the Gabonese diet. Grilled fish over open flames, paired with boiled green plantains or simple white rice, may sound humble, but the bold flavors make these meals unforgettable. However, what gives Gabonese cuisine its eccentric edge is the presence of bushmeat, porcupine, monkey, snake, and even crocodile. In many traditional markets, you'll find skewers of dried meat hanging from stalls, releasing savory aromas that fill entire streets. To the people of Gabon, these are not just ingredients. They're a reflection of a survival culture born in deep harmony with nature. Street food is just as vibrant, from fried cassava cakes to spicy stews with beans and dried meat. Each dish tied to the rhythm of everyday life and the colorful soul of its people. Eating in Gabon is not just about fueling up. It's a journey of discovery, of flavors, customs, and the very soul of a land that is both untamed and profoundly deep. 10. The cost of living in Gabon, as expensive as Europe. Don't let Gabon's wild and untamed exterior fool you. Despite being an African nation, the cost of living here rivals that of many European countries, and in some cases, prices even surpass those in Paris or Brussels. In the capital city of Libreville, a simple meal at a modest restaurant can cost anywhere from $10 to $20 USD, while rent for an average apartment ranges from $600 to $1,500 USD per month, figures that often shock newcomers. The main reason? Gabon is heavily dependent on imports, From food and household goods to construction materials, nearly everything must be shipped in from Europe or neighboring nations. Even fuel, despite Gabon being an oil-exporting country, isn't cheap for locals. And with a poorly developed public transportation system, residents often rely on taxis or personal vehicles, further pushing up everyday living expenses. A typical household, unless living very frugally, can expect to spend $700 to $1,000 USD per month just on essentials like food, utilities, transport, and housing. And that doesn't include extra costs like healthcare, education, or entertainment, all of which are considered unexpectedly high by African standards. The paradox is striking. Gabon has one of the highest per capita GDPs in Africa, yet income inequality remains stark. Only a small segment of the population can actually afford the high cost of living, while the majority struggle to keep up. Gabon, a land of lush rainforests, turquoise seas, and mystical festivals, harbors a surprising truth. Living here can burn through your wallet just like living in Europe. Gabon, wild, mysterious, and so different it leaves the whole world in awe. A small country hiding secrets no one could ever imagine. If you found this journey fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Phoenix, where we take you to the world's most bizarre, forgotten, and unforgettable places.